To answer a rewrite the corrected code, that type of question based on structure, four reminders are there. Reminder 1. Inside a structure, members should not be initialized. So this is a structure and these are the various members of the structure. So here I should not write int RNO is equal to 10. Here I should not write float total marks is equal to 0.0. Similarly, here I should not write char name of 20 equal to some name, say for example Tom, because the rule is inside a structure members should not be initialized, and the reason is structure is a programmer created data type, so we never write int equal to 10 because data cannot be stored in a data type. Data can be stored only in a variable of the data type. So data cannot be stored in a data type. We never write like this int equal to 10 is a mistake. It must be written as int x is equal to some variable equal to 10 because data can be stored only in a variable of the data type. Similarly, this is a programmer created data type using structure, and these are members of the data type or part of the data type. So we never write data type equal to some initial value. It's a mistake. So in short, the point to be borne in mind is inside a structure, members should not be initialized. So if I write int RNO is equal to 10, it's a syntax error. Similarly, if I write float total marks is equal to 0.0, it's a syntax error. Similarly, if I write char name is equal to some initial value, say for example Tom, it's a syntax error. These are all mistakes. So inside a structure, members should not be initialized. To answer a rewrite the corrected code, that type of question based on structure, the second and the third reminder. The second reminder, you consider a structure by the name stud. Three members are there: roll number, name and total mark. Let me declare a variable for this data type, say for example A. Now how memory is allocated for A? You know how memory is allocated. It is name of the memory location, content of the memory location and some address. The content area, that is this area, is divided into three parts because this structure or data type consists of three members: roll number, name and total mark. So this is structure variable dot member 1. It is a dot RNO. Similarly, this is structure variable dot member 2. So it is a dot name. And finally, this area is structure variable dot member 3. So that is a dot total mark. So here stud is a structure, a is a structure variable and memory is allocated for a like this. So members of a structure should not be used alone. If I write cout output operator RNO, it's a mistake because RNO is a member of the structure, and if you want to access the members of a structure, you should make use of dot operator. And how do you make use of dot operator? Variable name dot member name. Similarly, if I write cout output operator name, it's a syntax error, and the reason is name is a member of the structure and members should not be used alone. So how will you make use of this member? By making use of dot operator. And how do you make use of dot operator? It is variable name dot member name. Finally, if I write total marks equal to 0.0, it's a syntax error because total mark is a member of the structure stud. This should not be used alone. Then how will you use it? By making use of dot operator. How will you make use of dot operator? It is structure variable dot member name. So it must be written a dot total marks equal to some initial value 100.0, something like that. So the second reminder is members of a structure should not be used alone. That is, if I write cout output operator RNO, it's a mistake. The correct way of writing that is cout output operator some variable name example a dot RNO. The third reminder is in a program, if dot operator is there, check whether the left hand side of the dot operator is a structure variable and right hand side of the dot operator should be a member of the structure. So if I write RNO dot A, it's a syntax error because the rule is left hand side of the dot operator. This is dot operator. So left hand side of the dot operator should be structure variable. This is not structure variable. And the right hand side of the dot operator should be a member of the structure. So if I write RNO dot A, it's a syntax error. If I write RNO.A, it's a syntax error. The correct way of writing that is A.RNO. So in rewrite the corrected code, if you see dot operator, check whether left hand side is a structure variable and right hand side is a member of the structure. The fourth reminder from structure to answer rewrite the corrected code. Those type of questions based on structure. Fourth reminder, last reminder. If declaration of the character array and initialization, if they are done in one statement, you can use assignment operator to assign a string constant to an array of characters. I repeat, if declaration of the character array and initialization, if they are done in one statement, you can use assignment operator to assign a string constant to an array of characters. In such a situation, even the size of the character array is not a must because compiler automatically takes the size as number of characters given here plus 1. That plus 1 is for null string. How many characters are there? 1, 2, 3. Even space is counted 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 characters are there. So size is automatically taken as 8 plus 1, 9. Whereas if declaration of the character array is done in one statement and initialization is done in another statement, then you should not make use of assignment operator to assign a string constant to an array of characters. In such a situation, the assignment operator should be replaced with the built-in function string copy. How do you make use of string copy? Function name string copy followed by opening bracket, closing bracket, and here this assignment operator should be replaced with a comma. And what the string copy function does is the second argument is copied to the first argument. So this character array contains the string Tom Jones. In a program, if you make use of the built-in function string copy, you should include the header file string.h. A function whose name starts with str, the header file is string.h. So let me sum up. If declaration of the character array and initialization, if they are done in one statement, you can use assignment operator to assign a string constant to an array of characters. In such a situation, even the size of the array is not a must because compiler automatically takes the size as number of characters given here 8 plus 1 for null string. So automatically size is taken as 9. Whereas if declaration of the character array is done in one statement and if initialization is done in another statement, you should use the built-in function string copy to assign a string constant to an array of characters. And when you make use of string copy, include the header file string.h. Rewrite the program, rewrite the given program after removing all the syntax and semantic errors. Underline each correction made. So you are provided with a program. You need to correct all the syntax and semantic errors, and after making the correction you need to underline the areas where you made the correction. Let me start. First line, hash include iostream.h. There is no mistake. Now second line, here to create a structure we should use the keyword struct, that is followed by name of the structure, opening curly bracket, closing curly bracket, and semicolon. So here there is a mistake. Here you should use the keyword struct. That mistake has been corrected. Now that is followed by name of the structure. The rule of C++ states that name of something identifier should not contain hyphen. So this hyphen should be replaced with a underscore, or you should write the whole thing together. Here, let me write the whole thing together because inside the main function it is given like that. So name of a structure, name of a variable, name of a function, identifier should not contain hyphen. So let me correct this mistake. The whole thing is written together and so identifier does not contain any hyphen. So the keyword struct followed by name of the structure followed by opening curly bracket, closing curly bracket, and here semicolon is missing. So let me insert a semicolon. Let me insert a semicolon, and after that you need to underline the areas where you make correction. Now this is member 1 of the structure, and variable name, member name, name of the function, name of the structure, name of something, identifier should not contain space. So this must be written together, or here you should make use of underscore. Let me write it together. So mistake corrected, and after making the correction you should underline the area where you make the correction. Now here there is no mistake. Now let me go to the next line. I told you inside a structure members should not be initialized. So this initialization is a mistake, and when you remove this initialization the size of the character array must be given. So here you can give any suitable size. So inside a structure members should not be initialized. So first I need to remove this initialization and when you remove this initialization the size of the character array should be given. So here you should give some suitable size. Now again next line, you should use the keyword struct, not structure. Let me correct it. That is followed by name of the data type or structure, opening curly bracket, closing curly bracket, semicolon is not given. So let me include a semicolon here. Semicolon included, and after making the correction you need to underline the correction made. Now This is the name of the structure, name of a structure, name of a variable, name of a function. Identifier in general should not be a keyword. Now time is a keyword in C++, but time becomes a keyword only if you include the header file time.h. So here the header file time.h is not included, and so this need not be taken as a keyword. So here there is no mistake. Now void main, opening curly bracket, closing curly bracket, no mistake. Swimming club is the name of a structure. P1 and P2 are structure variables, so no mistake. Time is the name of a structure. P3 is a structure variable, no mistake. When you make use of output operator, you should make use of the object name cout. So the cin is a mistake, that should be replaced with a cout. So I made the correction, and after making the correction you need to underline the correction made. Now inside double quotes, here I did not put a double quotes. Inside double quotes the message is given, so here no mistake. When you make use of input operator, you should use the object name cin. So this is a mistake. So here let me correct it. It is cin followed by input operator. Now as I told you, in a program, if you make use of dot operator, left hand side should be structure variable and right hand side should be member of the structure. So this statement should be written as p1.memNumber and not memNumber.p1, because when you make use of dot operator, left hand side should be structure variable and right hand side should be member of the structure. So let me correct the mistake here. It is p1 structure variable dot member name, memNumber. Now here there is no mistake. Now here p1 dot member name. So when you make use of dot operator, left hand side is a structure variable, so no mistake here. Right hand side should be member of the structure. The name of the member is memName and not member name. So this should be replaced with a memName. I made the correction and you need to underline the area where you make correction. Now here there is a mistake, because declaration of the character array is done here. Initialization is done in another statement. So you should not make use of assignment operator to assign a string constant to an array of characters. Now equal to should be replaced with a string copy. So you can write string copy and the assignment operator should be replaced with a comma. So what the string copy function does is, the second argument is copied to the first argument. In a program, if you make use of string copy, you should include the header file string.h. So you should include this header file string.h. Now assignment operator means right hand side is assigned to left hand side. Assignment operation is the only operation that can be performed between two structure variables of the same type. Here P1 and P2 are structure variables of the same type, so you can perform assignment operation. So no mistake here. Now here you should not perform assignment operation, because P3 is a structure variable of the type time and P1 is a structure variable of the type swimming club. So they are structure variables of different type. So assignment operation cannot be performed. So this statement results in a syntax error, and to correct the syntax error, let me make it a comment. So this statement is made a comment, so syntax error removed. Now output operator is used, so you should not make use of cin, it should be cout. Then p2 dot mem number, no mistake. Here again output operator, so you should use cout. P2 dot mem name. Only when you declare a character array, you need square bracket. And in all other areas, simply write the name of the character array. So repeat, only when you declare a character array, you need this square bracket and size. In all other areas, you should write only name of the array. So this square bracket is a mistake. Let me correct it. Correct. Now here it is output operator, so cout must come, corrected. And members of a structure should not be used alone. So how will you make use of this member? It is variable name dot member name, and the variable name is either p1 or p2. So this must be written as p1 dot mem type or p2 dot mem type. So let me correct this mistake. It is written as p2 dot mem type, or if you want you can write p1 dot mem type. Both are correct.